everyone, I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Blasting Lab, where today we finally have my $50,000 Ducati Streetfighter here on the Blasting Labs lift, and today we are going to be dry ice blasting this. Now, I just hit 6,000 miles on this, and I just installed the SC Project exhaust, and well, as I was kind of in there, I was like, man, this thing really needs a good cleaning. Now, you guys might think, this thing is absolutely clean for 6,000 miles, but there's a lot of little things that this dry ice blaster can clean that you can't get to that kind of bug me. So if you guys aren't familiar, the Blasting Lab, we've got a sandblaster out there, we've got a cabinet blaster, and our specialty is this dry ice blasting. We have this $50,000 cold jet PCS 60, which we are going to load dry ice up into the hopper. Here is our dry ice bin, and the pellets that we use is what they call a rice pellet. It's a 3mm pellet, and what happens is we're going to load this up with a couple scoops of this stuff. Goes into the hopper. The hopper is going to feed it through the gun, and it uses pressurized air by our ginormous air compressor system. We have a desiccant dryer, which keeps this thing, the air very, very dry, so that way we don't have any issues with moisture through the gun and everything on the blasting machine. Now, as you guys know, my Streetfighter V4S, this is my pride and joy. I love this thing. But there's a lot of little things like in here on the brakes where you really can't get clean. Some of these bolts, these rotors are a little bit dirty. We're going to be able to clean up through here. But when we get to the engine compartment, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies in here that are dirty. The swing arm is very dirty. Back through here, we're going to be able to clean that up all up into here. And then when we get over to the chain, now you guys know I have a chain and sprocket kit, but you can see there's a lot of goop and stuff like that through here. So we're going to be able to get this all nice and cleaned. Back up into the underneath of the engine. Not sure what that is. And down to the kickstand, all of this goop. It's super hard to clean all of this. And then into the chain and sprocket, back into the engine, to the caliper. And actually we're going to be able to get up in through this area, clean this all up, get all these little detailed areas cleaned. So without further ado, let's get some ice in the blaster, and I'm gonna try my best to kind of show you some of the bigger parts. Like I said, this isn't gonna be a big wow, but when it's done, it's gonna be wow, because it's gonna look like a brand new bike. So let's get some ice loaded up, and let's start blasting. So it's going to be a little bit loud. I'm not in my full Martian suit. I am going to wear my breathing helmet only because the CO2, and I don't want to breathe in all of the chemicals, but or all of the oils and stuff that I'm going to be blasting off. So we do want to wear breathing protection, but it's not very dirty, so I shouldn't get too dirty under my clothes. But I'm going to go ahead and take you guys along. We're going to start at the top of the bike. We're going to work through this whole gauge system all the way down, get everything kind of clean, all the way at arm's reach, right at the top. And then we're going to get the bike lifted up, and then we're going to start basically from the front wheel. We'll work our way through the engine, back to the chain and sprocket, onto the other side, and then get that other side, and then give you guys a final walkthrough. so now we're getting to the good stuff. The top, pretty easy. Couple things I saw right around the head of the steering bolt. Definitely needed a few little cleaning, but now we're to the engine, the caliper and everything. So this is where it's a little bit dirtier, but like I said, the bike's not that dirty. So let's see how this goes. All right, well, there we have it. All of the nooks and crannies, all of the forks, bug guts off, everything up here, all in here. All of the controls, you know, sometimes you get bugs that just get stuck up in these controls. All the way over to the casing and the clear clutch casing. All the little seepage that comes around through here. A little bit of seepage in there. Of course, down at the oil pan, you can see it's nice and clean now. Wonderful Ducati sealant. And it doesn't react to this stuff. It doesn't peel it off, by the way. You can obviously see clean exhaust, but you know, the swing arm, all nice and clean back under there where all of the fling happens, all back here. Caliper, all looks like new. And it is safe on carbon fiber. It's actually safe on paint too. So, you know, I've cleaned all of this too. It's completely safe. Now, we try to stay delicate around, you know, the decals and the logos because it will start to take those off. This is obviously all paint, but you know, things around here we just kind of briefly go over, and then basically we can get back into here. And this is like I mean, this is so clean. You can never get it this clean. All of these little nooks back here, all of the bolts, the little chain adjuster, all the way down to the caliper and the back of the disc. Again, we hit the wheel. We'll probably clean the wheel again just with a little bit of shine. But back up in here, all nice and clean from all of the sling from the chain lube, all in through that area, all the way down to the kickstands, all nice and clean. It just does such a better job. Now, some of you guys have said that, you know, oh, just use a pressure washer. Oh, just use the S100. By the way, whoever told me to buy that S100, I'm mad that you made me spend $60 on it. It's not anything that's better than anything that else is on the market right now, and it's a little bit overpriced. But pressure washer isn't going to do it. Compressed air, you guys, oh, you're just using compressed air. It's not just compressed air. This is magic. I absolutely full-heartedly believe in this technology. I love it. This bike was already clean. If you saw this bike before, you would say, what are you doing? If you see this bike now, this bike looks like it has 10 miles off of the showroom floor with $20,000 worth of parts on it. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous now. So thank you guys for sticking around while I dry ice clean the 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4S. Thank you guys again for supporting the channel. Do the normal. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and then ring that bell notification. Bell notification is going to give you future notification of future content on the channel. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next video. Bye, guys.